So this is not a normal podcast. You see, I made a creative decision that makes it hard to follow the narrative. I decided to let people speak in their own language, even though the podcast is in English. I feel that makes the conversation more intimate. But if you don't speak a Scandinavian language, although this will be hard to understand, I still recommend that you stick around, because we are going to have fun, and fun transcends language. Now that you know, let's begin. The ice was beautiful. It reminded me of Superman's home. You know, the Fortress of Solitude. I was just a child and on my way home from school, and I was all alone. But something compelled me to try and walk on the ice. I will never forget that sound. The ice was crackling and moving for every step I took. It felt good. Walking on frozen water made me feel like a superhero. For some reason, I had to try and jump to test how strong the ice was. I only jumped once, and the next thing I remember is being underwater. It's incredible how fast I moved away from the opening in the ice. I tried punching up into the ice a few times, but I couldn't find the opening. Somehow I pulled myself out from underneath that ice and onto land. I was completely soaked, just standing there in the snow. I will never forget that. There are memories that can evoke strong emotions even years after the event has occurred. Such memories tend to shape us into who we are. I'm sure you have a similar memory from your childhood. But imagine if that memory wasn't real.
Der er ligesom en del neuroscience, hvor vi endnu ikke ved, hvordan er det fungerer med minder i forhold til at skabe følelser i os mennesker. Altså det kompas, som vi som mennesker har, det er jo på en måde det, vi prøver at replikere over i de her robotter, hvis de skal være det samme som mennesker eller være superior.
You're listening to Andreas Dam, founder and CEO of Daman, a successful digital health innovation enterprise. And the conversation we are having is about the most iconic science fiction story ever told, Blade Runner.
Jeg synes, den på en eller anden måde er sådan for mig lidt faderen til nogle af de her ret seje science fiction film og så videre. Altså The Matrix for eksempel er også en af de film, jeg synes har et ret spændende koncept i sig. Og der er Blade Runner en af de tidlige film ude i forhold til at prøve at spotte ud i fremtiden, og hvordan teknologierne de kommer til at påvirke vores verden.
Blade Runner tells the story of an artificial class of beings created to be slaves. They are designed to be nearly indistinguishable from normal human beings, but are given just 5 years of life as a precautionary measure. A central part of the story revolves around the romantic relationship Deckard develops with a replicant named Rachel, who is unique because she has been given human memories. Memories which she believes are real, when in fact, they are not. This aspect of her design makes her the most functional replicant because she does not know that she is a replicant and therefore does not question her existence. The story speaks of technologies such as artificial intelligence, but also artificial life. Could artificial intelligence help shape artificial life? To answer that, we first need to understand where we are right now.
Jeg synes, der sker en mega spændende rejse og acceleration af AI og for eksempel teknologier som machine learning og deep learning osv. Det vi ser meget lige nu, det er jo ligesom, som du også siger, at kunstig intelligens bliver brugt til at kunne for eksempel optimere nogle arbejdsgange eller være mere præcis, have en højere kvalitet i diagnoseforløb osv. Jeg synes, noget af det, vi ser, der mangler i vores sundhedsvæsen, er sådan noget som kommunikation mellem patient og kliniker, og empati er også det, som mange af de patienter, vi taler med, har en oplevelse af. Det er noget af det, der mangler, fordi vi har sådan et meget højt effektiviseret sundhedsvæsen. Jeg ser egentlig 2 spor i det. Det ene spor er, at vi kan begynde at bruge de her teknologier, så vi kan frigøre noget tid og rum for, at der er mere plads til den menneskelige kommunikation og dialog mellem sundhedspersoner og de mennesker, som er ramt af sygdom og deres pårørende. Og det andet, som vi arbejder med her i Daman, det er ligesom at prøve at se på, hvordan kan vi bruge teknologierne til faktisk at tilvejebringe oplevelsen af god kommunikation og empati osv. Og hvordan kan vi løfte sådan noget som mestringsevnen, altså patient empowerment, og hvordan kan vi løfte generelt health literacy, så vi som mennesker i højere grad selv kan navigere i vores sygdom og vores sundhedssituation, og ikke blot lægge det over til nogle klinikere og tage vare på vores sygdom og forløb i sundhedsvæsenet. Her i Daman er vi sådan kun i gang med at gøre os de første forsøg med de her teknologier. En af de ting, der gør sig gældende for mange af de her kunstig intelligens teknologier, det er jo, at man skal have ret store datasæt for at prøve at modellere noget og træne noget i nogle algoritmer osv.
The current challenge with AI is related to the quality and the quantity of data. Data which AI must be fed so that it can grow to help solve the problems which Andreas points out. Data privacy and device regulations dictate a number of safeguards and limitations, which can make it resource-heavy to foster AI. The type of AI development which is hit particularly hard due to this is the free and independent self-development of AI, where AI has full freedom to consume as much data as its developing algorithm deems right. But maybe that isn't a bad thing.
Hello, my name is Tay.
Meet Tay. Tay was an AI chatbot created by Microsoft and launched on Twitter in March 2016. The idea with the project was to allow Tay to develop itself by reading and responding to Twitter users' comments. But after just 24 hours on Twitter, Tay was put on hold because its comments became more and more offensive.
Og spørgsmålet så, hvad er grunden til det? Altså, er det fordi vi mennesker er dårlige til at lære fra os, eller er det, som du siger, også det her med, at der er for meget bias måske i den måde, som de her teknologier eller algoritmer, de lærer fra det, vi føder dem med, så at sige. Der er jo en række eksempler på, hvor man har prøvet at sætte 2 botter sammen til at skulle konversere, og så er det ligesom stukket af i, at de har fået lavet et helt andet sprog og så videre sammen, ikke? Så man kan nok sige, at det her sådan supervised AI learning setup, det er nok stadigvæk vejen frem i mange cases, og det tror jeg bestemt også, der er inden for sundhed, altså hvor man ikke sådan bare slipper det helt løs og ved, der er en eller anden black box teknologi, og så håber på, at den udvikler sig rigtigt, men at man ligesom prøver at følge lidt med i, hvad det er, der sker undervejs. Altså, vi kommer til at se sådan en hybrid setups et godt stykke tid frem, i hvert fald i de situationer, hvor konsekvenserne kan være fatale, hvis teknologierne lærer i forkerte retninger.
Could AI really learn the wrong lessons? Of course, but in some markets, it may happen much more readily. Regulatory authorities in Europe are notoriously slow when it comes to reacting to what is happening in the markets. And tools to create AI are accessible to the general public and have been so for many years. AI development has long since moved into an uncontrollable public domain.
Man kan i hvert fald sige sådan hele quantified self movement, altså som er jo startet en række år tilbage. Der er jo i hvert fald nogen, der eksperimenterer med noget ret avanceret og bruger sig selv som case osv. Og det er jo typisk noget, der sker altså helt uden for sådan regulatorisk kontekst og kontrol. Så jeg synes helt klart, som du nævner, at vi har brug for, at de regulerende myndigheder, de også følger med. Altså, fordi ellers så tror jeg principielt, der kan komme en større gruppe, eller ikke revolution, men sådan foregå mere, som er helt uden for regulatoriske rammer. Der tror jeg, det er bedre at bære det ind i et visionært regulatorisk framework, som det vi har set i USA, eller måske gående endnu mere ambitiøst til værks omkring nogle ting der.
A visionary regulatory framework, as Andreas puts it, is not just a great idea. My personal opinion is that it is required. Because AI has already flooded the markets in Europe. And the authorities, well, they're kind of helpless with regards to overseeing it. That's not just my opinion, by the way. It's what my research at Copenhagen University showed. I was even on Danish television to talk about the problem, the scale of apps, and the tools that were already on the market. And the response from the head of the Danish health authorities was, "Don't download apps." Yeah, right. But although this is enough reason for us to look for a visionary approach on this matter, there may be something even greater at play. Because the road to artificial intelligence doesn't just end at artificial intelligence. It leads to artificial life. Remember that question we posed in the beginning? Could artificial intelligence help shape artificial life? That is the answer. The link between artificial intelligence and artificial life is going to be the regulatory framework for intelligent but artificial things. Whatever regulatory strategies we create today to feed meaningful data to algorithms, in the future, we will likely try to use the same strategies to make sure that artificial life is fed meaningful memories. In this sense, Rachel, with her implanted memories, could represent an ideal, whereas Roy Batty, the leader of the rebellious replicants, represents what happens when artificial life is allowed to make its own memories, which lead to chaos, but also tragedy, as those memories were wasted, like tears in rain. It's easier to understand the importance of sharing our memories with artificial life to help them grow and become functional in our societies, as compared to sharing our data to help develop artificial intelligence. If we already had artificial life forms living amongst us, wouldn't you be willing to donate your memories to help them integrate into the society? I know I would. That's all for today. In the next episode, we will be talking to a mystery guest about another great science fiction movie, and once again give you the chance to enter the circle. I am Faisal Kamal.